everybody? How y'all doing? Come on, we can all sing and dance. Let's do this.
There's 5 people.
All right, cut it, DJ. All right, hit the music. Welcome to Tampa News Force Live at the Commodore with Clark Brooks and Josh Santos. It's Friday night.
All right.
How we doing, everybody?
Hey.
We're Tampa News Force. My name is Josh Santos. With me, as always, is the Senior Executive Content Editor of Tampa News Force, Clark Brooks.
That's me. That's my name. Yep. All right.
We're so happy to have you all here. This is a very exciting night for us. We have Drew Garabo in the house here. Make some noise for him. So happy y'all came out here to the Commodore Theater. Before we start the show, there are exits. They're marked. It says them on top of the doorway if you need to leave for anything.
But don't.
But if you need to use the bathroom, they are in the little hallway back there. Feel free to just go in there and do whatever you do in the bathroom. And then come back and enjoy an awesome show. You guys ready to start this show?
Yeah.
All right. That's some enthusiasm.
All right.
So we had an amazing month here in Florida, month of April. Wow.
Yep. That's what it is.
It was a crazy month, right, Clark?
It sure was.
I know. And these are some of the top stories that have happened in Florida this month. So, top story is the next one. An airborne.
Oh, we're off to
I've already messed up. So, okay.
We'll fix it in editing.
I'm gonna need a beer. I'm good. I'll wait till after, but I appreciate the offer.
I'll just leave it here in case you.
Whoa.
There you go.
It's very enticing. Oh, you know what?
There's IPAs.
Oh, hell yeah.
IPA?
Yeah, I'll do the IPA.
Well,
Nice.
this is
Thank
how
you.
you know it's a professional show.
All right. This is gonna help me get through this monologue. It's quite the doozy. Okay. You probably heard about this. An airboat operator was arrested after 9 passengers fell into alligator-infested waters. You know, and usually when the same thing happened to me, I had to pay extra. Next story. A 96-year-old man made history diving into a tank at the Florida Aquarium. And as long as that record remains unbeaten, I will have plans for my 97th birthday.
There you go.
I know what I'm doing. I'm ready for it. Ron DeSantis just recently signed a bill banning teens from social media, but also allowing companies to let kids work more. So now they can be depressed both online and at work. Yeah, talk about efficiency, right? What was that?
I don't know.
Oh. Well,
Something beeped.
oh, you went too fast. Go back.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, you know, it's gotta suck working with a kid, right? Anybody here work with a child? Because, you know, children statistically don't do much, you know? They don't do
Their hands are too little.
Yeah, they're not that good at
No,
stuff.
kids
But
suck.
neither are adults.
No, that's true.
So, yeah, I guess it makes sense. We should let the kids work.
Yep.
Here. Speaking of kids, the USF students, they staged a hunger strike in support of Palestine. And then the hunger strike ended after 17 days. And in a move of solidarity, hundreds of USF students sent their school lunches to starving people in Gaza. You know, and then the people in Gaza sent those lunches back with the note that said, "We'd rather die in a bombing."
Oops.
All right. The University of South Florida plans to hold a groundbreaking ceremony for its new campus stadium, which is expected to open around fall of 2027, just in time for all the kids who built it to play in it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was a good graphic.
Yeah.
The new College of Florida trustees gave President Richard Cochran a $200,000 incentive bonus for completely gutting the school and getting rid of everything that made it a good place for staff and students to be libtards. Yeah, this will really affect the future market of children's birthday clowns.
It sure will.
Yeah, that's So Tampa right now is considered the 4th hottest job market in the U.S. And that's just the kids working at Publix, said Ron DeSantis. So, what is that? A Tampa woman who posed online as a 14-year-old girl to lure and molest middle school boys was denied bond, which explains why she never called me back. She was a sick pedophile.
Yeah.
That's why. The judge says that a transgender high school teacher in Hillsborough County will be allowed to use her preferred pronouns as a lawsuit against Florida moves forward. But she will not be allowed to use the bathroom anywhere in the school.
No. That just makes sense.
She's just not allowed, you know? Yeah, because Florida's new bathroom law, it's being criticized for being anti-trans, although it only applies to government buildings. So, but that hasn't stopped Chick-fil-A from checking people's genitals before letting them use the bathroom.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it is their pleasure to look at that. All right, 32 electric scooters were removed from the Hillsborough River, and they would have removed more, but they ran out of room in the trash boat. And coincidentally, Trash Boat is the DJ headlining Gasparilla Music Fest next year. That's a picture of him.
Yep.
He sent me that in his PR package.
Beats.
Rented scooters now, you've probably seen these. You're required to park them in approved spots, or riders can face up to a $5 fee. $5 to toss a scooter in the river, that's a pretty good deal, said this guy. Yeah, but it sucks about that new deal thing, or the new $5 charge, because now I have to walk a few extra blocks to meet my fentanyl dealer. Wander Franco, you guys Rays fans? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wander Franco will not be playing with the Rays until at least June. Currently, Franco's getting paid while battling underage sex allegations. When reached for a comment, Franco said, "Si me gusta," which in English translates to, "I like having sex with teens." It's the next one. You're not even reading the script.
I'm totally on the script.
Okay. And Florida now is the second highest state with app share workers. And if you count all the prostitutes on dating apps, Florida would rank number 1. Okay. Investors are abandoning the city of Clearwater due to political instability and a lack of cohesive master plan. But they'll be back once they see all the Scientologists watching them through their windows at night. Florida's pay-to-stay law is being criticized after inmates who served time have been forced to pay upwards of $50 for every night that they were sentenced, even if they didn't go to prison for that long. So in an unrelated note, does anyone have $16,000 I can borrow? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll ask again later.
Okay.
The Tampa Police Chief Ybor, he's being accused of special treatment after it was found out that the city of Tampa is manipulating the system to let him collect his $96,000 a year in retirement pay, while the city pays him $241,000 a year as a contract employee. Which is a big raise over the $204,000 he was originally making, right? Which makes you wonder, how many unarmed black teens do I have to shoot to get that kind of money?
It's a puzzler.
No one knows.
No one knows.
DeSantis signed a controversial bill banning civilian boards from investigating police misconduct because that worked really well for the Catholic Church to investigate themselves.
Yes.
That one's a thinker. I'm sorry about that.
It's also not in the script.
No, I skipped that one.
All right.
I changed it at the last minute because I didn't like.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, I didn't like the actual joke that was there.
Okay.
So I thought, Catholic Church.
That's a home run. Always.
Always, right? Nice.
See? Applause break for the Catholic Church.
Yeah. In other news, 100 plus lawsuits are being connected to Mattamy Homes for an alleged. It's the next one. Mattamy Homes. They're being sued for careless construction in Hillsborough County, and a majority of those complaints came from the 100 homes that were built by children. And just to be clear, those kids did a bad job. You know, they painted it with crayons. Porch pirates and retail theft rings will now be prosecuted as felonies under a new law. So it looks like this year I'll have to actually buy people presents.
Oh, you need more than $16,000.
I know. We'll need a lot of money to make it this year. Yeah. Tampa was ranked among the top swiftiest cities, and the results were published in this month's Journal of Useless Information. Which is coincidentally the original name of this show. Is a missing Florida GOP leader who wrecked a Kissimmee hotel room was found near Disney. So if you guys were worried about George Riley Jr., he's okay. But he is being accused of urinating and vomiting all over his hotel room. And the GOP leader has vowed to seek help. And is just happy the hooker didn't die this time. So it looks like Andrew Gillum is still in the lead for Florida politicians doing weird stuff in hotel rooms.
Still ahead.
Still ahead. Still number one. A Fort Myers hotel earned 4 diamond ratings from AAA after meeting the international 4 C's of hotel ratings. We all know them. Let's say them together. Cleanliness, comfort, cuisine, and consistency. It also met the international standard for no George Riley Jr. urinating and vomiting everywhere. That's it. He's not going to be doing it there. Changes are coming to Disney's disability access service at theme parks, so guests will now be permanently banned from entering Walt Disney World Resort and Disneyland Resort if they don't act mentally challenged enough. Yeah. Last time I actually went to Disney, they just gave me one without even asking. So I don't know. I don't know what that was about.
Profiling.
Yeah. A St. Pete resident is hunting short-term rentals and flagging offenders for violating city code. And code enforcement responded by sending her an email that read, wake up. That's all they can do.
That's all they sent.
Yeah. 4 slot machines were removed from Poor Decisions Saloon in Bradenton after an investigation into illegal gambling. And the Bradenton police issued a statement saying, if they want to continue gambling in there, they're going to have to jerk us off first. Where are you going too fast? That's the police chief in Bradenton.
Sorry.
She said that, not me.
She said it.
Yeah. Now, DeSantis did sign a law this month forbidding local governments from setting heat exposure rules for workers. And we all know where this is going, right? Next year, there's going to be bathroom breaks they're going to get rid of, and then they're going to replace all the workers with Mexican robots. And they're going to be up there all day until they're not working, building the stuff, and then they're just going to put a wig on them and then let politicians piss and vomit all over them. It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, it's just gonna.
Sure.
That's just what's gonna happen.
It is.
Tampa recently did break ground on its largest city park project to date. It's a $100 million park that promises to level an entire section of nature, only to completely fill it up with concrete and asphalt. And it's also going to be really, really far away and inconvenient to get in and out of.
Perfect.
Also, this is the rendering of this $100 million park. That's a building. Go back. Go back.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a building. That's
not a park.
That's not a park. What am I supposed to do in there?
Can't play basketball in there.
Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah.
I don't like it.
So, plans for a 33-acre Ybor Harbor received initial approval from Tampa City Council, and the plan hopes to enrich the developer and make sure no poor person ever sets foot in or around Ybor City again. And if that doesn't work, they're just going to let a couple 14-year-olds just shoot up the place.
Yeah, that should work. That's working so far.
Yeah. A woman in Sarasota County reportedly discovered a 7-foot, 11-inch gator in her home. And usually you got to pay extra for that. All right, a Lifetime made-for-TV movie showcasing St. Pete premiered this month. The film Roommate Regret follows the story of roommates who regret moving into an Airbnb in St. Pete. And these are the roommates.
Yep.
It's George Zimmerman and Casey Anthony. It was a love story the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. St. Pete ranked among the 35 happiest cities in America, and it would have ranked higher if you didn't have to live with a roommate to afford it. The Tampa Bay area saw its largest net gain of millennials moving here compared to other U.S. metro regions. And the new report says that a majority of millennials are returning to live with their parents. Yeah. So in Reach for Comment, one of the millennials said, "Fingers crossed they die soon so I can get the house."
It's good to have goals.
Yeah. Well, it was crazy. Before you... go back. Before you...
What?
Hold on. I was going to burp.
Oh. Oh.
Excuse me.
Good.
Sorry. It's my magic trick. Thank you.
Fantastic.
But yeah, now millennials moving in, I don't know if you know this statistic, 93% of millennials that live with their parents would move out if they made more money. And then the other 7% that would never move out of their parents' house are Puerto Rican.
Oh.
It's true.
Well, you're
I know.
qualified to speak on that.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay.
I live at home.
So it's not racist.
And I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
Food's too good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. A Lakeland man flying out of Tampa International Airport tried to sneak a gun into the airport, but it was captured by the U.S. Department of Justice, and he pled guilty. And he only regrets being caught before he could kill that giant flamenco.
Fingers too
Yeah,
heavy.
fuck that flamenco.
Yeah.
A Tampa tourist attraction ranked among the top 10 most boring in the world. And before you make any assumptions, this show is not considered a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
So,
Dodged a bullet.
yeah. A Tampa Bay woman won $58,000 just by eating Papa John's. The only thing she lost was all her friends and family.
And?
And her legs from diabetes, but, you know. Blindfolded dining is returning to Tampa. It's a unique experience that will rob guests blind. And just to be safe, don't order the hot dog. Yeah. Busch Gardens welcomed a critically endangered baby Bornean orangutan, which will make a delicious meal someday. You know, it was born through a C-section, you know. What does that stand for? You know, born again Christian?
Maybe.
C-section? I'm on a seafood diet. You know, if I see food, I'm going to section it off and eat it. Some water supplies in the Tampa Bay area have contamination levels higher than the new federal limits. And here's what's being done about it. It's a blank slide.
Nothing.
And nothing. Nothing's being done.
Nope. Good
Yeah.
God.
A South Tampa taco restaurant earned a Michelin award 3 months after opening, and that's how long it took the death threats to be opened by Michelin reviewers. So, and finally, Florida's insurance market is mostly made up of low-quality companies with financial ratings that wouldn't normally pass federal standards, according to researchers at Harvard, Columbia, and the Federal Reserve Board. So speaking of low quality, thank you all again for coming out to this show tonight. We appreciate you. You guys are the best audience in the world. Are you guys ready to get this show started?
Yeah.
Nice. You know, many sinkholes have been opening up around Tampa, and we were there when one opened up to get the scoop. So we'll be right back after this.
I am here at what residents are calling a potential sinkhole, also potentially the official start of the 2020 apocalypse. Yes, we've all been waiting for this moment. We're going to go investigate.
Or they're looking to see if the sinkhole that's occurred behind the varsity club is migrating towards the road. So
Wow.
we're just here collecting all the information. You know, we'll go back to the office and see what it all means. So this is just kind of a preliminary step to see if they're going to have any potential problems with the road.
Wow, interesting. Have you found any demonic entities around the hole at all?
Any kind of what?
Demonic entities or
No, I mean it's a karst-related sinkhole feature, and it's just a natural process that occurs.
how does it feel to witness the beginning of the 2020 apocalypse?
Oh, crazy. Crazy. I just wish it would be over. So we won't have to keep wearing masks, and it's like all these crazy things are happening this year. It's insane.
Well, there were some science fellows here earlier talking about what it is and what they think it is. I don't particularly put a lot of stock in science.
It's kind of a cool tourist attraction, I guess.
I guess. Yeah. I don't see anybody else here but me, though.
I was actually married here. I had my reception here, and right where that hole is, I have a picture of my husband and I.
Is this the best hole that you've seen?
It's a pretty significant one. Yeah, I mean, I've seen bigger.
Have you seen any ghosts or paranormal activity coming from the hole?
No, I would love that, and my wife would too. That's all I'm gonna say.
I've been lighting incense and throwing it in there. I threw some dead chickens in there. So far, nothing's happened other than they keep telling me to go away.
Who do you think did this?
The Earth.
The Earth did it, Mother Nature? Yeah, go ahead, talk to her. Ask him
You don't have to. What do you think residents should do to stay safe in this area?
Well, I don't think staying safe is going to be an option. They should probably prepare to deal with demons soon coming around and being present in their lives, and just prepare to adjust to that. We've adjusted to COVID. There's no reason we can't adjust to demons from hell walking amongst us.
Dang, all right. Well, I think I got to get a drink. This is a lot to take in.
I recommend the sports bar right over here. It's delicious. It's a great place to get something to drink and come over here and see the hellhole.
Oh, there's a bar right here?
Yeah, right here. It's perfect.
Notice the claw machine you have inside. Do you think that technology could be used to save people who have fallen into the hole?
Well, yeah, no, I mean, just think about it. If someone falls in the hole, you're gonna need to pull it out. I mean, I'm not gonna jump in there. Timmy fell in the well, right? Not on me. At that point, it's past them. I got all the sheriff's lines all the way around here. If you pass by that, that's on you.
Remember that, folks. Be careful.
You think zombies are gonna come up? No, you don't think so?
Is there any imminent danger?
Not that we saw.
All right, we're going to break in. Oh, jeez. Hello. What are you doing down here?
Well, I could ask you the same thing. I live here. What are you doing down here?
Why, I'm with Tampa News Force. I'm checking out what's going on down here in the sinkhole.
You're not one of them libertarians, are you?
I'm just with Tampa News Force.
The Tampa what force?
News Force. We bring
Don't
news.
say that word in my house. I don't appreciate the news and what they've been saying about my Lord and Savior, Donald J. Trump. And I came down here to get away from it all, and I ain't leaving until Donald J. Trump beats Sleepy Joe Biden on November 4th, or whatever fucking day the election is, and then Lord and Savior, peace is restored.
Wow, okay, so there you have it, folks. That's how long the sinkhole is going to be here, apparently until after the election at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of here until then, but we'll keep you posted.
Hopefully things will get better.
That was the last and only report she ever sent us.
Yeah.
So, but now we turn our attention to our executive content supreme editor, Clark Brooks, with this month in headlines.
Yay! All right. Here we go. Tampa's newest attraction, a massive rat colony called Ratlantis, will open to the public tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Located near the intersection of Florida and Hillsborough Avenues in Seminole Heights, the development, which is highlighted by a massive pyramid-shaped dome structure and an intricate network of tunnels, has been under construction for months.
During that time, complaints from people in the community made to the City of Tampa, Hillsborough County Animal Control, and the Florida Department of Transportation went unanswered, as each of the public agencies entrusted with the well-being of the public responded by placing responsibility and blame with the other two organizations. Meanwhile, the rats successfully went through all the steps of an extensive permitting process and are now legally allowed to operate as a theme park. All their paperwork is in order, said a clerk with the state office. We wish them a successful grand opening. The attraction will be open 24 hours a day year-round, and the price of admission for all ages is only $12.50 or some food scraps. It's infested with fun and rats. Current events make woman consider career change. Following the tragic Francis Scott Key Bridge accident in Baltimore, the earthquake near New York City, and the solar eclipse, Tampa's Beth Dorster thinks this is a good time to get into business with God. Don't forget the cicadas that are going to be coming up out of the ground. I can't think of anything more demonic than something dead and buried emerging from the grave. But anyway, when you have a remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent casual connection, there's no simple one-word description to describe that. That's God sending a message, because that's how God sends messages. And this particular message is that now is the perfect time to get in on the ground floor as an agent for Godco, America's leader in the business of handing out pamphlets, she said, extending me a pamphlet about handing out pamphlets. I've been operating out of a spare bedroom at home on nights and weekends, but I think I'm ready to take it full time. I'll get you set up with a display stand, a good assortment of our literature, and a street corner in downtown Tampa, and it'll be your job to stand on that corner and hand out our literature. No door-to-door, no cold calling, she said. Well, it's basically all cold calling, but still no door-to-door, which is nice. You'll be working directly under me, so I'll be making a commission on your sales, but once you recruit enough people to sell for you, that's when you'll start making good money for yourself via the Lord, she explained further. Also, we hand out everything for free, so it definitely takes a while to build that revenue stream. I'm still waiting for my first check. Armature work shooting culturally appropriates Ybor. Following a recent incident in which 3 people, or maybe 4, we're not really sure at this point, were shot at Armature Works, a mixed-use event space offering an upscale food court, bar, and lounge in Tampa Heights, at least one merchant in Ybor City is speaking out. Hey, this is where people minding their own business come to get shot, said Franklin Acostaguez, owner of that one store on 7th Avenue that has a bunch of stuff you wouldn't expect to find together in one place for any reason, like a hookah, a Super Bowl 35 fridge magnet, and that flavor of Arizona iced tea that doesn't exist anywhere else. It's not the reputation we want, it's not necessarily the reputation we deserve, but it's the one we got. So back off and let us have this, he said. He says it mystifies him that people would even go to Armature Works whether they want to get shot or not. That whole complex is just a bunch of old, empty, probably haunted buildings that somebody decided to turn into a place to go. Not an organic, vibrant community like this, he said, gesturing to a bunch of old, empty, probably haunted buildings that somebody decided to turn into a place to go, plus chickens. Tampa man declares tornadoes aren't real. Richard Plubbs, a 68-year-old man eating a late breakfast at Mom's Place at 4816 North Dale Mabry in Tampa earlier this afternoon, claims that tornadoes are a false construct. Following an emergency text delivered to all cell phones on site at 12:57 p.m., declaring an imminent tornado warning and advising recipients to take immediate shelter, 2 Hillsborough County fire engines with lights and sirens engaged drove past the restaurant, inciting a slight sense of panic among staff and patrons, who began discussing what action should be taken. Annoyed, Plubbs shouted, "Tornadoes aren't real!" He then added, "Now can I get a goddamn refill on this coffee or not?" "We didn't get hit by a tornado, so I guess he's right," said Alexis, a server at their eatery, once the warning expired at 1:15. In follow-up, Plubbs did get a goddamn refill on his coffee. Ybor resident surprised to learn how good his home is. Tom, an unhoused person who lives in Ybor City, was very surprised to learn that he resides in one of the 50 best places to live in the U.S., according to Money Magazine. Somehow I must have missed that most recent issue of Money Magazine, he said. But then I'm not a millionaire real estate developer with something to gain by having property I own presented so favorably, so I didn't catch that don't catch it that often. I have to admit, the only magazine I read regularly is How to Stay Alive Monthly. Haha, just kidding. There's no such magazine. There should be, though. It would probably be very popular. Oh wait, I actually slept on that issue of Money magazine last night and woke up and peed on it a couple of hours ago. Yep, there it is. Well, how about that? The article, peed on or otherwise, says the Ybor City district is the cultural epicenter of one of America's hottest cities, referring to Tampa, and goes on to cite climate, access to beaches, top-notch sports teams, architecture, art, cuisine, and no state income tax. Yep, that last one. That's why I'm here, said Tom. But it's interesting that they didn't consider factors like the quality of education for children or the employment market or the insurance crisis when making their assessment. The article does mention, here, roosters are allowed to roam free, giving an extra dash of color and flair to an already eccentric district. Ah, well, there you go. I totally didn't take the extra dashes of color and flair into account, Tom said. Yeah, I get it now. He added, I guess I have to do a better job of staying informed. Do you have any money? And I don't mean the magazine. 9 injured in dueling piano bar mishap. 9 people were injured and taken to Tampa General Hospital in the wake of a shooting at Davy O'Bubble's good-timey dueling piano bar in Brandon last night. The establishment's owner, Davy O'Bubbles, who, due to his name, had the limited choices of owning a dueling piano bar or yet another local car wash, explained, it's a big misunderstanding. What happened is there's a bit early on in the show where one of the piano players insults the other one. Then that piano player reacts by saying, "You have no honor, sir." And they both take out these toy pistols and pretend to shoot each other. Like a duel. Get it? Dueling pianos. It's cerebral. The audience loves it every time. Except last night, one of the piano players was this new guy, Mike, and I guess he didn't understand or know the bit. Mike reacted to the challenge issued during a performance of You Give Love a Bad Name by pulling out a fully functional AR-15 assault-style rifle, yelling, "Never bring a toy gun to a real dueling piano fight," and firing in the general direction of rival piano player Jeff Swiffer, with several stray rounds going into the gathered crowd. "Oh no, I understood the bit perfectly," said Mike, currently being held without bail. "I'm just a guy who plays piano, owns an AR-15, and was ready to snap, that's all." "I would go to that show every damn week," said patron Heather Pyle, who was among those not wounded. "This is why I hate working with amateurs," said Swiffer, who is expected to be released later today and will be performing at the same bar with Mike next Friday night. DeSantis serves tropical drinks to outdoor workers. After signing a new law last week to prevent cities or counties from creating protections for workers who labor in the state's often extreme and dangerous heat in employment sectors like agriculture and construction, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was spotted delivering a tray of refreshing rum drinks to a group of construction workers. It's important that the people who do these important and often dangerous jobs know that just because we don't feel a need to legally protect them from utterly brutal conditions, we still appreciate them and what they do, he said. So voila, it's happy hour for the next 20 minutes, and then it's back to your toils. Also, I need to get back inside because it's hot out here. Whoo boy. I'm glad they were construction guys and not farmhands because I don't know how to say drink up, boys, in Spanish, he added. I'm joking, of course, but I really don't. And that's this month's headlines. Please welcome back Josh Santos.
And now, unfortunately, we did receive some really disturbing police body cam footage.
Mind me asking, what are you doing here?
I was just swiffing.
The dirt. This is your house.
This would be the.
This is where you live at.
Yes, officer.
Man, if this is where you live at, then you open the gate.
Officer, do you have like a warrant or something?
You don't need to get that far. This is public. I need you to open your gate right now.
Understood. I don't want any problems, officer.
No, just open the gate.
I'm open the
Quit
gate.
asking questions. Stop. Just open the gate.
I'm gonna open the gate, officer.
Open the gate. This is your car.
That is my car.
That's your car? This is your door?
It's new.
So this door should be unlocked, right?
I mean, yes, I just came out of it, officer.
You just came out of it. So let's go inside your house.
Go inside. Let's go.
Let's go inside your house. You still want to see a warrant?
You say you wanted to go inside?
I want to go inside, yeah. Let's go inside.
Yeah,
let's go inside.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
Front doors on a slide, son.
After you.
This is your What food do we have
Would
here?
you like some seaweed chips?
Seaweed chips.
They're really great for cholesterol and antitoxins.
What else do you have?
I mean, they're really great if you dip them in this tzatziki sauce.
Greek yogurt.
It's vegan.
Okay. I'm kind of thirsty. This is your house. I see you have beer in there. Can I have a beer?
Oh, would you like a White Claw, officer?
White Claw.
Yeah, but I got a mango White Claw for you if you like.
What else do you have?
I guess you guys really don't like the water, but I do have a land shark.
So this is your place. This is your pad.
This is my place.
So I can come in here and sit down if it need to be.
Is that going to lead to you believing that this is my place?
Maybe so.
I mean, then
How about you hush? Tired of hearing you bringing me this healthiness and watermelon flavored water. Yeah, stand there. This is your Animal Crossing?
That's my new Nintendo. Officer.
That's your Nintendo Switch, huh?
I'm working on new high score.
Right, wait.
I'm working on new high score.
Stop.
I've been working on this. Please.
I haven't heard so much great stuff about this game. You're gonna let me play it for a little bit.
Working on this high score.
Then I just say be quiet. Sit there, stand there, keep your hands put your hands up. Keep them up. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you.
I've been honest with you this whole time.
Hey. It is my time to speak. Can you do that? Can you be quiet? I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe this is your residence.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you.
Congratulations!
What?
You won the Good Officer Award. You didn't hurt him. You didn't shoot him.
Gonna have an alright time. Gonna have a time that's alright. Alternative right tonight.
All right, welcome back to Alt Right at Night. I'm reporting to you live from our studio here at the Sinkhole. As I've said before, I will not be leaving the Sinkhole until Joe Biden either vacates the White House back to our Lord and Savior Donald Trump or admits that he's gay. We have a great show for you today. We have your special guests coming to the show. You know them from the police body cam video. Welcome, Tampa News Force.
Hey, thank you.
Sit right there.
Thanks for having
Wait.
us.
Hey, get the white one next to me.
What?
Oh, wow. 6 feet.
So, I actually brought you some presents. We got a Tampa News Force extra large sticker.
Oh, well, you know me. They call me extra large for a
And
reason.
I bought a Tampa News Force coaster for you.
Oh, wow. Well,
So,
Here's some information.
here's a pamphlet about us. Yeah,
Okay.
we've never watched this. We don't know what this is.
you've never watched this?
Any outlet that's willing to have us, we're down to come.
Well,
say
this
hi.
is the #1 alt-right media source from a sinkhole. So
Okay,
you guys,
cool. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is weird
Yes.
down here.
Well, yeah. Well, as I said, I will not leave until Joe Biden leaves the White House or admits that he's gay. Right. So, I'm fans of you guys. I've seen y'all's videos, most notably the body cam video. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
it is a good one.
I can't believe that happened.
I know. And I'll tell you what. I don't really think that was that man's home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of people will say stuff in the comments of our videos.
There's started a lot of fights.
Yeah, people are like, this is fake, this isn't real. But, I mean, I'm looking at it, and it's definitely a video.
It's a video.
So, I don't know how you can tell me it's not
But
a
no,
video.
you know what? When you put it like that, if it's a video, then it's a video, and then that means that it's a real
if I'm looking
thing.
at it, like, what are you gonna tell me I'm not seeing it with my eyes? Yeah, like I hear it.
What are you taking from it?
It does. It is there.
Yeah. So what is this show? What do you guys do here?
Well, I don't really know. I just it gets lonely down here.
Oh yeah.
And I just
you gotta-
need someone to talk to.
Right. That's smart. That's kind of
Yeah.
why we started doing Tampa News Force.
Right.
Because you get lonely and it's like, how do I make up an excuse to do anything?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: you guys don't do that fake news?
Oh no.
No.
We don't do any fake
Only real
news.
stuff.
Yeah, real
That's
stuff.
what I thought. Yeah.
Satire. You know.
Satire.
Yeah.
What, I don't know what that means.
You know, sad tires. Like
Sad
the cars.
tires.
Yeah, the cars' tires. they're
Yeah,
chronic.
you gotta have good Michelin's. Those are some good tires.
Yeah, those aren't sad tires.
I don't like those Firestones. Those are some sad tires.
Oh.
You know, only liberals buy those pieces of shit.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what a liberal is.
You've never seen them.
What are they?
You kind of look like a
I
liberal.
look like a liberal?
That fucking long hair.
Uh-oh.
And then you get wearing glasses. What do you go to? You go to college or something? Yep. Where? Get the fuck out of my fucking studio. Get out of here. We don't have your kind around here.
Thanks for having us on
Fucking
your show.
flagless. No, don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera. Cut it.
We love
Cut
you
it.
guys.
George, cut
Thank
it.
you.
Cut the camera. I'm done with this shit.
Alright, tonight is good. It's been the last